And now we're going to take you from one great artistic collection to another. This time it's a work of architecture. It almost looks like an amusement park, but it's actually a very innovative public housing project. There are 50 apartments here, and it was constructed in the early 1980s by this very innovative architect, Mr. Hundertwasser. It's quite amazing, and our local guide took us through it.
I took you here because I wanted to see the Hundertwasser House and to talk about his philosophy. So in principle, everybody can apply to live in this house. Everybody has to pay rent in our public housing projects, but it's according to your income. First, I have to admit, not all our public housing projects are as beautiful as this. You see that each apartment is outlined in its own color, and you see that they have different sizes. And they also have different sizes in the windows. This is to allow the same share of sunshine into each apartment. The story of success of this house is also that it has 17 private gardens and 4 for the whole community. Later, when you walk around, you will see how large the gardens are. What is sticking out of this one window here, the tree, is a tree tenant. Hundertwasser said, if you're having an apartment of a considerable size, give 2 square meters to a tree. Everything can be round and uneven. So also inside, you have rounded edges, you have an uneven ground, and he said, unevenness is music to our feet, to our spine, and to our spirit. He said you should be able to live in the same house all your life. So we have apartments of different sizes in here because when you're young, you don't have a lot of money. When you're raising a family, you need more rooms. And when you are retired, perhaps you would prefer to be in a smaller apartment and in a lower floor.
And of course, they also have a gift shop, very cleverly designed on the interior to somewhat replicate the architectural design of Hundertwasser apartment complex. That wraps up our visit to Vienna and Munich and Salzburg. Hope you enjoyed this show, part of our tour through Central Europe. Now we're going to listen to some of our travelers as we get ready to fly home.
I enjoyed the trip. It was as I expected and maybe a little bit more.
I enjoyed the trip very much. It was wonderful seeing all the buildings, the art of long ago. Makes you appreciate it more because we saw it, up front, and very nice. Enjoyed it very much.
I really enjoyed the trip. It was part of the world I never thought I'd ever see, and there are parts to it that I just was flabbergasted. The buildings and the scenes were wonderful, but more so I enjoyed the company and the traveling companions, and they were a great group.
As you know, we've traveled with you before, both to Western Europe and to Scandinavia, and it's interesting the similarities or the common themes that flow certainly through the Western Europe, Italy, that area into part of Central Europe. So I found that interesting, the Renaissance buildings, churches, cathedrals that look very similar in Czechoslovakia as they do, say, in France. I enjoyed it very much.
It was interesting to see the history and the culture of Europe and how all the countries and the different nationalities got together or didn't get together, and the result of all the wars and treaties and marriages, and then along with the architecture. So all that was very enjoyable.
It was a beautiful trip, enjoyed it, and so, but it's always good to be going home on the final leg.
Well, except for being a bit tired.
No negatives.
It was a wonderful trip. I wouldn't have seen all those fascinating places except in books, and it was nice to see them all up front.
I loved it. Enjoyed it. What can I say? I really liked it.
Great trip, loved it, every inch of it.
Oh, we had a great time. It's just when you're getting to know a city, though, it's time to leave.
Well, got to go home.
Yeah,
Unless you want to live here, drop anchor.
no, a good place to visit, but can't beat going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. Here we go.
I have to say, I really enjoyed the people on the trip. And it was good to travel with old friends, but it's almost better when we meet new friends too. So that's what I really remember. I mean, not discounting any of the sites, the tours, and the fun, but the friends. Okay?
Me too. And how about yourself?
Oh, yeah, we enjoyed looking at a new part of the world we haven't seen before, and to see the progress actually that the Eastern European countries have made. That was great.
I had a great time on this trip. The places were beautiful, and I liked Salzburg, Vienna, Prague. And most importantly, I think the members of our group, they're very congenial and very caring. And we were led by a great leader, Dennis, so thank you.